ends up becoming the cluster or the clump. I don't know what they call it. A bunch. It's not a bunch of bananas. I mean, it is it's a lot of bananas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is Cameron. Welcome back to the Busy Gardener channel. Today we are going to do a quick look at an update 1 year later on our ice cream banana plant. Let's get busy. I was so intrigued when I saw a plant that had the name ice cream in it. I like ice cream, and Kyle, you kind of know that's maybe an understatement.
I wasn't going to say Choco Taco, but now.
Quick story. Kyle was over, he left a thing of Choco Tacos because we didn't get to it at dessert. I think we had something else or got too late or whatever. He came back a week later, the Choco Tacos were gone. He's like, you ate all the Choco Tacos? There are like only 5 in there. 5 Choco Tacos.
How many?
Less than 1 a day.
How many years ago was that?
Too many years ago to keep bringing it up. There's a tree that I saw, a banana plant rather, that was called ice cream banana. Sometimes called the blue java because of the color of the actual bananas. And I was so intrigued. I said, I need to get this and try it. I thought of a place in the orchard to put it. They said that it gets tall, I think 12 to 15 feet. I don't know if I believed him when I first saw it, but planted it, and it just came from Home Depot in a pot, small pot. The whole plant was about this tall. I did that a year ago, and now look at this thing. It's totally gone tall. It's got those little fronds that are unfurling at the top, growing even taller. Now, this is really different for me because unlike all of the other stuff in the orchard, this has a single flower that it puts out. And then that flower ends up becoming the cluster or the clump. I don't know what they call it. A bunch. It's not a bunch of bananas. I mean, it's a lot of bananas. You know what I'm saying? And they have different hands of bananas on there. So it ends up being like a 50-pound thing of bananas. And that sometimes I think can take up to 18 months. I don't know if the plant needs to be more mature before that happens. I don't know when it's supposed to happen. Maybe it's going to happen in a few months. I don't know. But I've been so impressed and so happy with the vigor of this plant. I was really concerned during the winter time because of how cold it got. It's very windy here. There were reports of banana plants being knocked over in the wind. And so I was really happy to come out and see that this has continued to thrive. Now, it has thrived so much that down here, you may notice that there are these other things that are coming out. So we have our main plant, our kind of main trunk right here, and then it has these other ones. Here's one, here's one, here's one little one, here's one. And what those are called pups. So the way that a banana plant works is that it sends up a single stalk, and that thing grows and grows. It develops a banana flower and fruit, and that's it. Then that stalk is spent, and it then focuses on flowering and fruiting on the other ones. So it's a little different than a normal tree. Imagine you come back and you just cut down your entire nectarine tree or your entire persimmon tree or something. That's essentially what happens with the banana. One other thing too is that these pups that you see here are going to be the next generation of banana plant. And so we want to leave some, but you don't want to have too many because those are now sharing in the root structure. They're competing for nutrients. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin this out. One thing you can do is you can take and put a shovel in between, kind of pry it loose from the mother plant, and you can transplant it somewhere else, or give them away. But I'm not ready to do that today. I may leave one to transplant, but I'm going to chop a few of them. I'm going to leave, I'll leave 2 pups. I'll leave 3 pups total, and 1 for transplant, 2 for the next time's harvest or whatever, the next successive plant. Something I got, and I looked briefly, I got some birthday money on Amazon, and so I got this Ontario knife company Machete.
Local. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Ontario, California or Ontario, Canada.
It doesn't matter.
It's not helpful when I think Ontario, CA, and it still doesn't know which one I'm talking about. So this one or the one 1,300 miles from here.
Just believe it's local.
But it's gorgeous. This is actually made for the U.S. military. And I don't know what that means other than they've got it down that it's up to certain specs. It's wonderful because it has a little bit of weight to it. Now, something I did is I took and wrapped paracord.
I saw that
around the thing, and I also made this little,
wrist mount.
A little wrist mount because this is heavy, and I don't want to lose it and have it go flying. So this gives me a little bit more of an affirmative grip. And this is how they do it. Eventually, when I bring this down, I'm not going to climb up on a tree, on a ladder, and try to get this bunch of bananas. It's so heavy.
Just gonna chop
The way
it.
they do it is they actually take a wedge out of the tree, and it tips over
They fill it.
halfway. Like it doesn't fall all the way over.
Okay.
It just like leans. So if they chop, then like the top half leans, and then that makes the bunch more accessible. They just chop it off and go for it. So let me figure out which ones I want to keep. Man, this has a lot of pups on it. I didn't even see this one over here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave 2 other ones. So maybe this will be for transplant. I'll get rid of these biggest ones. So this will give an idea. So rather than having an entire thing collapse on me, I'm just going to take and wow. So to give you an idea, that's what they would do. And then the weight of the banana plant, of the banana fruit, would cause it to do that and tip over.
Oh man, look at that juice.
Yeah, that juice.
The banana juice.
The banana juice. So the way that they do this, and I've seen harvesting videos on actual banana plantations or whatever, and they actually take and chop up the remaining stuff and lay it at the base, and it decomposes and feeds the remaining stuff. Also functions as like a mulch. So I'll chop this up later when I can not worried about the direction that I'm doing this.
Should go on Survivor.
Litter layer. Boy, you hear that? Look at that thing. Oh, that's a worm. He's very impressed by the knife.
Dang. That was in the banana tree?
It was inside it.
What the heck is he doing in there?
I don't know, go back in there and keep breaking all the material down.
What does he do?
I don't know what he's doing in there. That's crazy. So I have an actual saw that'll come through all that lower stuff. I don't want to be hacking a giant blade at this thing.
Right.
I don't wanna miss.
You don't want to miss and have it rebound right into your leg.
That's another thing. When you're using a machete, instead of swinging across your body like this, you want to swing
out
away from your body, so that way if you miss, something happens, it's moving away from you instead of toward you. Because I don't want it to ding off and all of a sudden hit me in the shin or something like that.
Right.
So I'm going to try to be really good about going away from my body. Anyway, I'm going to take down some of these other ones. Hope this has helped you out. Have you grown a banana plant? How many pups do you leave? Maybe give me some guidance in the comments below on what you would do with my situation here. I'm going to remove those, but very looking forward to seeing what kind of fruit it produces. Does it actually taste like ice cream? That's really the biggest thing that I'm worried about. I don't want bananas. I can get bananas. I want something that tastes like custard, like this one is supposed to. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in today. If you haven't subscribed to the Busy Gardener channel, hit the thing right now, the red one, push it, and then the little notification bell. If you like the video, makes me feel oh so good. And hey, whether you've got 1 banana pup in your orchard or 500, until next time, stay busy.